tuning into the Encountered Culture.
Counterculture's in your face, but pretend that you want it to end. I'd rather be drinking with my friends. When we go out, you never see us again.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. This is the most inconsistent show about one of the most consistent things, that is toy news and toy talk. So you'll notice not live today. This is March 28th. This has been a weekly live show. However, had to go pre-recorded today. But if you're out there and you're watching and you are interested in joining in on future shows, just send me a DM over on Instagram. You can see the banner at the bottom there that tells you all that information, and you can jump on any future shows. All we do is we come hang out for about an hour, talk about what's been going on this past week in the toy world, and recap all of that. So simple as that. That's all it is, folks. So we're just here to have a good time, hang out. Going solo today, right? Pre-recorded, so doing it at a sort of odd time, so nobody's really available. But we'll be back live next week with some guests. So without further ado, let's get into it. We'll talk about a couple of things that went on this week. First, maybe some pre-order news. So the Amazon exclusive Gamerverse Kingpin, that did go up for pre-order this week. So yesterday, as a matter of fact, on the 27th, still available. So if you're looking to get this, still out there, still waiting for you. For me personally, I did pre-order this one. This was one of two of the Gamerverse that I think I'm really looking to get. Not big into collecting the Gamerverse stuff. Don't really need to build out that world, but I do like the idea of getting this Kingpin in the black suit. I think this will stand in nicely in my street scene. I want to replace the old Build-A-Figure so I can finally complete the Shadow King. I do have the retro card, but that's in my Spider-Man display. So just giving the ability, flexibility to have this other Kingpin is really what I'm looking forward to. So drop a comment down below if you're looking forward to getting this, or if you're totally out on the Gamerverse stuff. Just something to consider. The other one that I will likely pre-order is going to be the Spirit Spider. It's a good representation of the character, something new to add to that Spider-Verse shelf. So I am looking forward to getting that one. Other news this week, Neca Haulathon, not supposed to have started yet, but things have started to trickle out. Yesterday, I was at Target and I did stumble upon some of the TMNT stuff. So if you're out there looking, I wouldn't rely on the schedule that they've put out, which would be dates in April. So you certainly want to get out on the hunt now if you're looking for anything. Some good stuff in here, not a whole bunch of stuff that I'm particularly looking for, but Pee Wee Herman is definitely one of them. So NECA Ultimate Pee Wee, going to add that to this display. I personally am a fan of NECA Ultimate stuff. I know the articulation is limited, but for me, it always comes down to that detail. There's a lot of good stuff in what they do. Some other notable items. I did just pick up the Burton Ernie from NECA. That review is on the channel now. So Count will be part of this haulathon. I'm still on the fence about how deep I'm going to go into the Sesame Street stuff, but I do think that once I see it, that'll be the determining factor, right? I really don't want to rely on that because the impulse may take over, but time will tell on that. Some good TMNT stuff, though. So I do like that for anybody who is out there looking. This is actually the one that I saw in store yesterday. And I like what they do. I've pretty much completed what I want for TMNT as far as the NECA stuff it goes. I am hunting down this Shredder, though. So I missed out on the first release of Shredder. I have the Shredder that was in that sort of blind box pack, which is a fine Shredder, but certainly the joints feel a little weak on mine. He's a little bit more shiny in the palette. So this individual release of Shredder will really fit better into my display. it's going to be a pain in the ass to hunt down. I can already tell. So that I'm not excited about the linger that is going to occur, but the thrill of the hunt is there. Beetlejuice. So we are getting an ultimate Beetlejuice from Beetlejuice. There, I've said it 3 times by this point. It looks, I'm gonna get it. There's no question about that. You know, Beetlejuice stuff behind me there. So I would like probably an ultimate from the first movie in the tuxedo, and I really want that Lydia as well. Maybe that happens further down the road. They seem to be putting out these ultimates from Beetlejuice in those original costumes, right? The striped suit and the red tuxedo, because they did appear in the sequel. But I would really like to see the original versions of those. And again, of course, I really do want that Lydia in the red dress to go with this Beetlejuice. So for me, I think that's where I'm specifically honing in on is the Pee-wee, the Beetlejuice, Shredder, and potentially Count. But I don't know. I maybe need to rein in that Sesame Street display, right? So we'll see. We'll see. Another cool item I did see that went up for pre-order this week was Jada Toys. Still killing it out there, doing some other neat things, right? So Tony the Tiger is going to be coming out. It's such an interesting thing, right? We have these toys that are tied to a commercial product. So it's essentially an advertisement within a toy that was a cartoon for an advertisement. The same way they got us to buy the cereal as kids or get our parents to buy the cereal as kids, they are now attacking that for our nostalgia for action figures, right? So it's, I mean, it's funny how that works, but this certainly will go with those other cereal figures, right? You have the Count, the Boo Berry, the Frankenberry, and then the Fred and Barney, right? So it's an interesting little subgenre of things, I suppose. I liked Frosted Flakes as a kid. Am I gonna get this? I don't know. I don't have any of the other cereal based ones, and I'm not really building out an advertisement shelf. So we'll see. Again, if I see this in person, I may get it. It does look pretty cool. It does, harken back to those cereal commercials as a kid, right? So we shall see. And I really want to hear people's thoughts about these too. So if you're in the comments, you're going through this, let me know how you feel about it. What are your thoughts on it? Are you going to get it? Is this something that like really calls to you? Because I'd be curious to know. Some less cool things, I suppose. This Mcfarlane Todd's mod stuff. There's a Superman there, right? So Justin from Just Justin Collects, he sent me this the other day, and I was like, I think this is where I draw the line. I will collect a lot of Superman things from various categories, cookie jars, deodorant, action figures, trading cards, golf balls, shot glasses, what you name it, I have it. I'm not gonna get this. These are weird. I don't know who the market for these are. If you are the market, let me know. I want to understand. No shade, no hatred towards that, but just want to know. Maybe kids, like it's a fun thing for a small child. I don't know, but I really don't see. I don't see anything here. So I'm not sure about it. If it's for you, let me know about it. But I'm saying it here, folks, this is where I draw the line in my Superman collection. Okay. I say that the King Shark could probably work though. So I don't know. That as I'm saying, I'm not gonna buy the Superman figure. King Shark, that could work for a display. So I might be on for that. But I think it works for this type of figure, right? It's supposed to be big and weird and humanoid shark, right? So kind of works here. I'm not really feeling it for the Superman or more human characters. So I don't know. That's that bit of 2 cents for what it's worth. Sticking with McFarlane, there were some pre-orders this week that also went live, right? So there was the Kingdom Come Superman, there was that Supergirl. I have so far missed out on both of those pre-orders. I really don't sweat the McFarlane pre-order stuff. I tend to set alarms and reminders for some pre-orders, but for the McFarlane stuff, especially with the license ending, I really just don't have any priority for those. I've totally reduced anything I will buy McFarlane DC related to Superman only, just because I do have an allotted space for that. But I'm no longer building out anything McFarlane DC wise. So if I get these, great. I mean, I will at some point, but I'm not sweating the fact that I missed out on pre-orders. This stuff tends to hit the stores pretty regularly around me, so hopefully that continues. The Supergirl looks pretty good. Not one I'm going to be super sad if I miss out on. I'm more so worried about the Kingdom Come Superman, but yeah, the head sculpt looks really good on this figure, so I'm here for it. It's sad to see on the way out some really good sculpting go into these, but still looks pretty good. You've got the wired cape, so a lot to like there. It's a good looking figure. Killer Croc looks pretty good too, but we've already got one of those, so I'm okay there. Like I said, really just dialed it down to strictly Superman at this point. But I do like this Kingdom Come Superman. Looks pretty good. Nice Alex Ross interpretation here. Page punchers. As far as like sublines, I think I really enjoy this page punchers line. So that is, if I had to pick something to be a little bit bummed about for the line ending, it's probably page punchers, just because you do get the comic there. That's a nice throwback to older lines and figures, and you get the figure, you get the comic to go with it. It just really feels like the full deal, So hopefully Mattel kind of carries some subline like that. I doubt it. I'm not also really that concerned about it either. So, it's just one of those things. It'll go down as one of those cool sublines, I think. And then I think the last bit of sort of releases, reveals this week that I found fairly interesting was this TMNT movie 35th anniversary box set, right? So you've got that Spirit Splinter that was an exclusive from years ago, pretty hard to track down. So if you missed out on that, this is giving you an opportunity to get that. If you've already had it and now this is coming out, it kind of devalues what you had. Like to hear some opinions about that. And then conversely, like if you're looking forward to this, you see this whole set coming out. I didn't think about getting this, but I might actually pre-order this one, not specifically for the Splinter, but for the Turtles. So I actually I have the KO NECA Turtles because it was really hard to track down these Turtles, several years ago when they came out. And, the price kind of went up to a place where I'm like, I don't care to pay that much. These KOs look pretty decent. They've held on for the last 6 or 7 years. So, probably 5 or 6 years. But maybe I'll take a look at getting this. And then there's the Splinter. Although I don't really need the Spirit Splinter. See, it's the internal debate, right? So, I'm probably content with what I've got going on. It's all good. So so that's kind of what it looks like as far as what I saw was worth highlighting and recapping for releases for the week. Of course, there's a lot of other stuff going on out there. there's some toy news, right? Or toy adjacent news. So let's take a look at that.
Let's hit that news, though.
Hit us
everybody.
with that sweet, sweet news.
In the Diamond Comic Distributors saga that is ongoing, Alliance Entertainment has won the bid to take over Diamond Comic Distributors. So there you go. It's going to continue in some capacity. The distribution will still be out there, however that will work out. So that is your update this week for Diamond Comic Distributors. In other news, Hasbro did post that they will be conducting a Pulse fan stream on none other than April Fool's Day. And look, they tell you it's not a joke, which is exactly what I would say if it was a joke. So we'll see. April 1st, interested to get an idea of what will be revealed. We've still got some good options out on that leak list. Maybe some stuff that wasn't on the leak list. Who knows, we did have some great reveals for the upcoming Avengers Doomsday. I doubt we'll get anything like that. It's far too soon. But maybe some potential for some more Deadpool and Wolverine stuff, or get into more comic stuff. Or it's all a big ruse and we get nothing. They just show up. It's just chairs, right? Dan Yoon already posted chairs, chair emojis on his X post. So maybe it's just chairs. That's what we're going to see. I don't know, but I'm curious. It's coming up. I like that we've been getting a lot more of these fan streams. I do think it's a good way to engage the community and highlight the reveals. I like when they do these and you get several reveals at a time. It's something I certainly enjoy from the Marvel Legends team. That's it for news, but now over to sports. So for your sports, kicking back to Mcfarlane, look at this. Mcfarlane did announce some Baseball Legacy Series figures. The only reason that I even highlight this is the Orioles are involved in this one. So glad to see Henderson there. Am I going to get it? I don't know. If I see this in store, maybe that would be the only way that I would even consider, and frankly, I would just rather have like a Cal Ripken, but it's cool. I love that the Orioles are getting some love out there. So folks, that's it for your sports. But yeah, so pretty low-key week. I feel a little bit better than last week. There really wasn't much to talk about last week. A little bit more this week. Hopefully some big news next week. We do have that fan stream, allegedly. And then there'll be your general toy news and reveals and releases and pre-orders, right? So I'm hoping for a nice, robust chat next Friday night around 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, if you do want to be on this show, you want to come on and talk toy news, toy chat, discuss anything in the world of toys that's been going on for you that week, you just want to come and recap, this is the place to do it. So, folks, hit that Instagram DM box, send me that message, tell me you want to be on, let me know what you want to talk about, and then join the show. It's that easy. That's all I have for you today. Nice quick one. Not a whole lot of discussion, no chat. So that did cut out on some of the fun here. But again, I will be live next week with some guests. So it will be a lot more involved. But I do appreciate you tuning in. And until next time, take it easy.
Be excellent to each other. Party on, dudes!